Hi, welcome to my channel. Now we uncover the untold story of the Great Pyramids of Egypt, secrets of the ancient builders. For more than 4,000 years, the Great Pyramids of Egypt have stood proudly on the Giza Plateau, near the banks of the Nile River. These massive stone structures are among the most recognizable and mysterious monuments ever built by humankind. They are the last remaining wonders of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, and even today they continue to puzzle scientists, engineers, and historians alike. How did the ancient Egyptians create such perfect and enormous monuments without modern machines? What purpose did the pyramids truly serve? Let's travel back in time and uncover the secrets behind the Great Pyramids of Egypt. The birth of the pyramids. The story of the Egyptian pyramids began more than 4,600 years ago, during the time of the Old Kingdom, often called the Age of the Pyramids. Before the pyramids, Egyptian kings, or pharaohs, were buried in rectangular tombs called mastabas. But around 2630 BCE, a great leap in architecture changed history forever. It started with King Djoser and his brilliant architect Imhotep. Imhotep had a revolutionary idea. Instead of a flat tomb, he stacked several mastabas on top of each other to create the world's first pyramid, the Step Pyramid of Saqqara. This was the beginning of Egypt's Pyramid Age. Over the next several centuries, Egyptian builders perfected the art of pyramid construction, eventually leading to the most famous of them all, the Great Pyramid of Giza. The Great Pyramid of Giza. The Great Pyramid, built for Pharaoh Khufu, also known as Cheops, was completed around 2560 BCE. It originally stood 146.6 meters, or 481 feet tall, making it the tallest human-made structure on Earth for nearly 3,800 years. Even today, it remains one of the largest and most precisely built stone monuments ever created. The base of the pyramid covers 13 acres, and each side is perfectly aligned to the cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west, with an error of less than 1 degree. Such accuracy seems almost impossible, even with today's technology. How did they build it? For centuries, historians have debated how the pyramids were built. There are no surviving construction records, and the ancient Egyptians left behind very few clues. One of the most accepted theories is that the builders used massive ramps made of mud brick, limestone chippings, and clay. These ramps allowed workers to drag the heavy stones upward using wooden sleds and ropes. Some researchers believe the ramps were straight. Others think they spiraled around the pyramid as it rose higher. Recent discoveries, such as ancient worker villages near Giza, show that tens of thousands of skilled laborers, not slaves, built the pyramids. These workers were organized into teams, housed in nearby camps, and supplied with food, beer, and medical care. Hieroglyphs on the walls suggest they even had team names like the Drunkards of Menkauri and the Friends of Khufu. Archaeologists also found ancient harbor remains near the site, indicating that the massive stones might have been transported by boats along the Nile from distant quarries, including Aswan, over 800 kilometers away. Why were the pyramids built? The pyramids were more than just tombs. They were symbols of divine power and eternal life. Egyptians believed their pharaohs were living gods who would rule in the afterlife just as they did on earth. The Great Pyramid was designed as a spiritual machine to help the pharaoh's soul ascend to the heavens. Inside, narrow passages lead to chambers deep within the pyramid. The king's chamber, made entirely of granite, houses a massive sarcophagus where Khufu's body was once placed. Above it, hidden chambers relieve the enormous weight of the stones above, a brilliant engineering design. The walls of nearby tombs are filled with hieroglyphic texts describing prayers, rituals, and spells from the Book of the Dead. These guided the pharaoh through the afterlife toward eternal peace. The alignment with the stars. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Great Pyramid is its alignment with the stars. Many researchers believe that the pyramid was built to align with Orion's belt, a group of 3 stars in the constellation Orion, which the Egyptians associated with the god Osiris, ruler of the afterlife. The 3 pyramids at Giza, Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure, are arranged in the same pattern as Orion's belt. The ancient builders might have designed this layout intentionally to create a celestial connection between Earth and the heavens. Some passages inside the Great Pyramid also align perfectly with specific stars, suggesting that the structure may have served as a giant astronomical observatory as well as a royal tomb. Secrets still hidden. Even after thousands of years, the Great Pyramid continues to guard its secrets. Scientists have used modern tools like ground-penetrating radar, thermal imaging, and cosmic ray scans to explore its interior. In 2017, researchers discovered a massive hidden void above the Grand Gallery, a space large enough to hold an airplane. Its purpose remains unknown. No mummy of Khufu has ever been found inside the pyramid, adding to the mystery. Some believe his body was stolen by tomb robbers. Others think he might have been buried elsewhere in secret. Legacy of the Pyramids. The construction of the Great Pyramids marked the peak of Egyptian engineering and spiritual achievement. These monuments were built using human ingenuity, not alien technology, as some modern theories suggest. They demonstrate the power of organization, faith, and vision of an ancient civilization that continues to inspire the world. As modern scientists continue to study them, new discoveries are still being made. Hidden chambers, construction methods, astronomical alignments, all of which keep the story of the Great Pyramids alive. The Great Pyramids of Egypt are not just monuments of stone, they are symbols of eternity, built to outlast time itself. And after nearly 5 millennia, they continue to fulfill that purpose, standing tall, mysterious, and magnificent under the desert sun. Finally, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this World History Facts Hub channel.